Barbershop conversation, guys. So I want to talk about this weekend, and I want to talk about Adrian Broner. And this is not my quote. This is Kenny Porter's quote, and I've stolen it, adopted it, whatever you want to call it. And it's how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I'm going to equate this to Adrian Broner. I didn't see Adrian Broner till Friday, right? I'm just going to encapsulate him as quickly as I can. You guys saw the rant that he went on. Very boisterous, very in tune with what he wants to say. I believe what he wanted to do was scripted. And that's nothing bad, because when you come to media events, you want to have your stump speech scripted, just like a politician when he goes into the depths of wherever they're at. And we all know the past of Adrian Broner in terms of how he acts and what he does. There's no need to get into that now. Now let's fast forward to Saturday. I saw his wife. He calls her his wife, so I'm not sure if they're married, legally married, but out of respect for Adrian Broner, I'm gonna call him his wife. Beautiful woman. Adrian Broner's kids are absolutely gorgeous, for real. The two kids that I saw are absolutely beautiful kids, man, for real. And I saw him leave and come back with about 4 or 5 Gucci bags, right? And as we can see, everyone was decked out in attire. I mean, as you saw in my video, if you guys have seen my video I did on Adrian Broner already, it says he actually said my family looks absolutely amazing. And for real, they looked absolutely amazing. I'm talking about just in terms of just well-dressed, well-mannered. Everyone was calm. Beautiful family. Now, as the night went on, I was talking to some people, and Robert Easter came out to Adrian Broner's song, 4 Horses, right? Horses, whatever the song is, off his mixtape. I have yet to listen to the entire mixtape, but I saw that song on World Star, and I think that's the song that he came out to. And come to find out, because I was shocked that he came out to the song and Adrian Broner is there, and Adrian Broner didn't perform the song. Now here's the key: Adrian Broner was late to perform for Robert Easter. Now, I wasn't a superstitious athlete. People are creatures, but we all creatures of habit. We all have our idioms that we do. But moreover than that, when you give a man your word, you do it. And that's just a microcosm of Adrian Broner. His quote-unquote best friend, little brother, I'm not sure, I don't want to misquote him. But Robert Easter, we all know the affinity that they have for one another. Robert Easter is in the toughest fight of his career. Some may say Richard Comey is, but when you're a world champion, every fight moving forward is the biggest fight of your career, right? And so, quote-unquote, this is the biggest fight of Robert Easter's career, and Adrian Broner's late, unable to perform Horses for Robert Easter as he come out. And as we digress into the character of Adrian Broner, that's simply who he is. Now, if we go back to Deontay, this is just I'm trying to create a parallel so you can talk about character and business and character. The last time I was there, 50 Cent, who is, I don't know how much he's worth, but on the outer appearance, he's worth more than all of us combined, right? For the most part. And he was on time. He performed Many Men for Deontay Wilder. On time, performed the show, walked out, and actually missed the fight. Went up to his, he said on his meme or social media, he went up to his suite, and the fight was over. Right? So that just goes to show you, how you do one thing is how you do everything. You know, And when he says he wants to take over boxing again in 2018, should you believe it? I don't believe it, because, when a person shows you who they are the first time, you believe them, right? You guys have heard me say that 14,000 times. So I'm not using this video to come down on Adrian Broner. I'm using this as a teaching moment, right? For all of us. How you do one thing is how you do everything, right? If you're gonna be late for the biggest moment of your best friend's life, in terms of his career, you're gonna be late. You're gonna be late for everything else in life, and we have to build that character. And I want this to be like a lesson to my subscribers. Again, how you do one thing is how you do everything. We all know the problems Adrian Broner has had in the past. Adrian Broner is not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Adrian Broner, but this is a life lesson, right? We have to create great habits to be great people. There's no light switch on character. There's not a light switch on character. And me personally, I pride myself on having great character. And sometimes it gets the best. I mean, sometimes I love intellect warfare. If you've hung out with me, I love jostling intellectually. I'm not really one for physical altercations, and I try to avoid that as much as possible. But how you do one thing is how you do everything. It's just amazing how this shit comes to life, man. And you can't escape yourself. How beautiful and poetic does that sound? No matter how much money you have, how much fame you have, or how poor you are, it is impossible to escape yourself and the habits you have created. No matter how big the moment or how small the moment, you will be the person you have created. You are a sum of life experiences. And I felt bad for Robert Easter. And there's little things that can get you off. I wasn't a creature of habit when I played sports. I was the guy, honestly, patting niggas on the back, like, nigga, let's go. We about this life. We about to win this motherfucking game. I was always, every team I've been on, I've always been the leader. I've always been the spiritual leader. I've always been the vocal one. I wasn't always the best player. When I got to college, I wasn't the best player. When I was in high school, I was the best player. But when I got to college, I wasn't necessarily the best player. You know what I mean? But I was always the guy that, for the most part, that you can depend on. And that's how my, as I tell you guys all the time, my accountability team. I have 15-year techs with my accountability team. I apologize. I'm driving. I'm driving right now. I'm going to Trader Joe's to restock on my I got to get my eating back in order because I was bullshitting, which is fine. I knew I was on bullshit while I was in New York, so I was on my Shake Shack diet. But how you do one thing is how you do not. And I want this to be a life lesson. I don't want this to come off as if I'm coming down on Adrian Broner. I'm not coming down on Adrian Broner. This video, again, is a life lesson to all of us. Create great habits so when best friends, family, and friends depend on you, they know that you will prevail. Right? And that's the lesson that I want to give. Like, similar to the Floyd Mayweather example I gave you guys a couple years ago. What you gonna do when the house is on fire? Are you gonna run or are you gonna save the kids? You know what I mean? And I just, me being a competitor, I felt really bad for Robert Easter because little things get you off beat. Little things can get you off track. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that might have slowed him down in earlier rounds. Disappointment. I've been disappointed quite some time. You know what I mean? Because I put trust in others. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I'm a robot. I try my best to be. I try my best to be as independent as possible. But I'm human. I put my trust in other people, and Sometimes, a lot of times now in my older life, they don't let me down because I have a circle of friends that are just fucking amazing. You understand what I'm saying? So, let that be a life lesson. Anyways, man, barbershop conversations. We had a great time this weekend. February 17th, I'm going to give away more tickets. So make sure you guys follow me. Follow me on Instagram. And start following me now. And if you're in the Vegas area or plan on coming to Vegas that weekend, I know you guys have options. I'm leaving LA to go to Danny Garcia's fight when I could be in LA partying because it's All-Star Weekend here in LA. And it's a hell of a weekend. I just say that All-Star Weekend in LA, I've experienced it once as an adult. Once with a little bit of, I got some friends that play in the NBA. I trained them, so they all come to town, and it's just a great time. So Sunday night when I get back, my camera will not be rolling. All-Star Weekend will not be televised. So anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. And let this story, if this will be a chapter in one of my motivational books, right? Adrian Broner, how you do one thing is how you do everything, right? This would definitely be a chapter. So anyways, man, I had a great time. Shout out to the people that got the tickets. I will be giving away more tickets. Don't worry, don't panic. PBC, I mean, they take care of me, so I'll be able to do more. I'll be able to get discounted tickets, pay for some tickets. I mean, may get some tickets for free, but at the end of the day, I want to show tribute and pay homage and say thank you to you all for fucking with me. You know what I mean? And you know what else I want to say too? I tell this a lot. You never know who's fucking listening. I know my friends in boxing that are listening because we listen to each other's pages, right? But when y'all motherfuckers walk up to me, like, I'm getting goosebumps now. You guys can't see it. Can you guys see it? I'm gonna cut my light on. Damn. Oh, it's just bad. But I'm getting goosebumps now. It is a cool feeling. I'll just say that. It is a cool feeling when you guys walk up to me and be like, man, I respect what you do. You know what I mean? And you just never fucking know. And so thank you. I'm still reeling off of the weekend. I'm back in LA, about to go get my fruits, nuts, and vegetables from Trader Joe's and start my Monday off and get it popping. Be back in the gym first thing tomorrow morning. But thank you. All right. And at the end of the day, that's an Adrian Broner idiom or a quote. Something he says quite frequently. How you do one thing is how you do everything. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.